Hello and welcome to Bike Advice. I'm Nilanjan this side and I'm at the Honda pit this time, and right now we are going to talk to you about the Honda 250R racing machine, and we are going to hear from Mr. Prabhu Nagraj, who's the head of Motorsports Division and Customer Service, that about the different nuances of the bike. Here you go.
Hello everyone. I think I'm glad to explain about the racing machine which is being used in the Honda One Make Championship, that is the CBR 250R machine. Some of the changes I'd like to share with you, how different it is from the normal street bike. Starting with this bike comes with a lot of electronic changes which we have imported from the HRC. The electronics include the pit lane stop, wherein the basic engine RPM will be controlled for safety for using the vehicle on the pit lanes. And we have a rave control, so which limits the engine RPM about 10,000 RPM. Normal bike uses about 6,000 to 7,000 RPM, but the racing machine goes up to the 10,000 RPM. And the ECU, which is free for the mapping, depending on the condition of the weather conditions and as well as the track conditions and the rider's condition, the ECU can be mapped for different circuits. So that is another change point as an electronic part is concerned. Apart from that, we have the front fork. We have the front fork, which is totally free for the rider to adjust as per his riding condition, wherein they can change the damper springs, the damping oil, and also adjust the damping level as per the riding conditions. And we, for the better riding positions, we have the complete cowl, which has been modified as part of the racing machine, which is very similar to the Asia Dream Cup machine. And the foot pegs and the gear shifter, based on the riding position for the racing condition, these have been modified, and this is very comfortable for the rider to ride both on the straights and as well as in the corners, and for the proper gear shift as well. And we have the sprocket and chain, which is being changed, and we have multiple combinations of sprocket and chain which is available for the racer as per the riding conditions and the rider's requirement. The sprocket and the chain conditions for changing the gear ratios, the drive ratio can be adjusted as per the track requirement and as per the rider requirement. And the tires, these are basically soft compound tires which are suitable for the track, and mostly these tires have to be changed after one race event. After one season, the tires require change because these are soft compound tires. And apart from that, we have the brakes, which are basically race spec brakes, because there is the braking conditions are much different than the normal road riding conditions on the track. So these are basically race spec brakes which have been introduced. And overall, through the electronics and the mapping, the engine also has screwed up, wherein it provides more than 25% output compared to a normal street bike.
So if we talk about the braking, has the cylinder size been increased?
Basically, the basic condition remains the same, but the internal components for better durability for the racing conditions, they are slightly different in this. And as you grow, as the CC goes up, if you go to a higher CC bikes, then we have special cylinders which will be used for the braking.
Okay. Also, the brake fluid is the same?
Brake fluids are same.
Okay. As the stock. That's great. The exhaust, if you could talk about.
And basically, the air intake and the exhaust also, because for the racing machine, you require one is the power output as well as the noise level also is very important as far as the racing machine is concerned. So we have imported the endurance exhausts, which are race spec exhausts. So these also have been changed in the machines to give the proper racing conditions for the riders.
And if I'm not wrong, this is the only motorcycle in the 1 week series which has a quick shifter.
Yes, this is the only machine which has got the quick shift. Basically, these machines we have picked up all the changes for the expert riders within India, and we have utilized the know-how from our international machines like Asia Dream Cup, and we have taken help from our HRC. A lot of electronics have been imported from HRC for these machines.
Perfect. So also Honda was the only is the only manufacturer which has actually started a racing helpline for budding racers. If you could give us an update on that.
See, basically, if you see in Indian condition, there are many enthusiasts who are not aware of how to start racing. For past 6-7 years after we have entered into this arena, we have realized that we need to provide some avenue for the enthusiasts, for the new riders, to understand how they can enter the racing. So this year, in the beginning of this season, we have announced the racing helpline. That has helped us provide a lot of information to the new riders, wherein we provide information about how to get a racing license and how to get into a racing academy. We provide all details about our racing academy which we do along with the schedule, and they can register themselves in those racing academy, and we also provide them inputs as to how to register for the racing in India for both the on make and as well as the national championship, and then we get them onto the academy, and then after the academy they can come onto the track. All the interested riders can come onto the track, and then they can have the racing career started for them. And so far we have had close to around 200 odd people who have been calling us, and recently we receive almost about on an average around 8 to 10 calls whom we support. We have also have a the helpline number which is available, which is basically a Gurgaon based number, which is 2716. I'll give you the exact number. And we also have honda.racing at honda2wheelerindia.com, wherein people can put in their query, and we provide them all the information which is required. And the helpline number basically is 0124 671 2863. I repeat, it is 0124, that is code of Gurgaon, 671 2863. Any interested member can call and get more details about how to get into racing, and we will be glad to help them out and provide them opportunity to come and race with the Honda 1 Make Championship.
So I guess that's about it. So here you go guys, here you go. This is the motorcycle. So if you have any queries, if you have any questions, please do write into us. And thank you for tuning in. See ya.